Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's weekly market view for Monday, the 1st of December 2025 to Friday, the 5th of December 2025. My name is Vishal. Let's get started. All right, let's kickstart with the Nifty analysis. And to begin with, let's start with the monthly chart. So, on the monthly chart, we have a demand zone at 24,723 to 21,318. There is no supply zone since now we are making all time highs on the Nifty. If we move on to the weekly chart, we have breached this very crucial level of supply. Now, since the past few days, we are seeing a little bit of profit booking, which is a usual scenario when a all-time high breaks out. A lot of people induce into breakout buying, and this is where a little bit of profit booking does come in. We have a level of demand on the weekly chart of the Nifty at around 25,700 to 25,305. And if price does come into this level, then we expect Nifty to continue its momentum to the upside. Let's move on to the daily chart. So if you look at the Nifty daily chart, we have a nice gap level of demand, which is this rally-based rally, 25,712 to 25,450. This is going to be a crucial level of demand. And there is a possibility that in case if the price does correct because of profit booking, we might see a very, very strong retracement of the price into this key level of demand. Let's move on to the Bank Nifty now. And for the Bank Nifty, let's first start off with the monthly chart. So when you look at the monthly chart, the uptrend is still pretty intact. We do have a strong demand zone on the monthly, which is currently far away from current market price, 54,646 to 53,481. If you move on to the weekly chart, there is another weekly level of demand at 57,859 to 57,159. And we may expect to see a retracement into this level of demand before the trend continuation to the upside. Unlike the Nifty, the Bank Nifty is in a very, very strong uptrend. So I don't see, I just see this retracement more like a correction and not a very impulse move to the downside. And even if you look at the daily chart, there is nothing clear on the daily chart. However, you have this gap level where price might come and take a little bit of support and then continue moving to the upside. So these are the key levels. The levels of demand on the daily chart of the Bank Nifty are very far away from current market price, and these are plotted on the chart itself. Let's move on to the Midcap Select now. The Midcap Nifty, let's start off with the monthly chart. So monthly chart, monthly demand is intact, fresh 12,609 to 12,426. On the weekly time frame, we have a level of demand from 13,484 to 13,244, which is also a fresh looking strong demand zone. And then on the daily chart, we have a new level of demand drop-based rally, which is located at 13,812 to 13,712. In case this level of demand doesn't hold, then it's most likely the level below is likely to hold and the trend may continue to move to the upside. So we might expect to see a little bit of retracement of price, maybe a small correction, and then possibly a trend continuation to the upside. Let's look at Fin Nifty now. Let's start off first with the monthly chart. So monthly chart, monthly demand zone on Fin Nifty, 26,002 to 25,471 odd levels. Then on the weekly chart, we have a key level of demand, 26,431 to 25,905 to watch out for. And on the daily chart, we have another level of demand, which is tested, but there is a strong move to the upside. So I have marked this level as of now, 27,278 to 27,017. And then we have a much, much better level of demand right below it, which is at 26,890 to 26,523 on the daily chart of Fin Nifty. Let's now look at the USD-INR to understand if we can get some kind of a correlation from the USD-INR. So as you can see, for many days, or rather for nearly 1 or 2 weeks, the price was hovering into this level of supply. And we saw a lot of consolidation here, and then price came and then gave a strong move to the upside. So now we have a fresh level of demand on the USD-INR, and seems like the USD-INR is trending up very, very strongly. 88.63 to 88.3898 is going to be a very, very crucial level of USD INR demand zone. So in case if the price does happen to move to the upside, then there is a possibility that Nifty might correct to some extent. But in case if the market starts to consolidate and starts to fall down, then it'll be very interesting to see where the Nifty is at that point in time. So if it's in a demand zone, probably the trend on the Nifty might continue to the upside. Let's now move to the India VIX, which is another asset to check the correlation or the inverse correlation of the index. So here we had plotted this level many days back, if you remember, 13.63 through 14.51. And price came very nicely into this level, reacted very strongly from this level of supply, and now showing a drop. So any kind of drop in volatility is probably indicating that people are generally in a calm mode and they are not expecting something significant to happen. And if the volatility starts falling down, and in case if price comes to a crucial level of demand on the Nifty, then we might see a potential rally in the Nifty, and then we might also see a little bit of rise in the VIX in the coming few sessions. Let's shift our focus now from the indices to the world of commodities, and let's start off with a very interesting asset, which is gold. And as you can clearly see, gold has rallied extremely strongly. If you look at the monthly chart, it's in an all-time high. If you look at the weekly chart, there is no level of supply on gold, and currently the clear level of demand on gold on the weekly is at 1,15,774 to 1,14,097. This is the closest level from current market price. And if you move on to the daily chart, we had this level of supply plotted, and as you can see, price came into this level, hit this level of supply, came down into this level of demand, as now is showing us a clear rally in price. So seems like the mood in gold is still very strong, and seems like eventually this supply zone will be taken out and price will continue to move to the upside. So in case if the price does make a new high, then there will be a new level of demand which is going to be created on gold, which is around this level. So this is going to be a key level to watch out for in case price makes a new high and then retraces to the downside. Let's look at silver now. And silver had a very strong supply zone. Price came into this level of supply, gave a nice reaction, but because the trend on the bullions is so strong, you can clearly see that the moment the price just retraced a little bit, price took support at a level and then made a very strong move to the upside. So now what are the key levels of demand on silver? So one key level of demand on silver on the daily chart is this base rally, and then obviously you have the lower level here preceded with this gap level over here. So these are the two crucial levels on silver, and if price does come into this level, we might see a trend continuation to the upside. All right, everyone, this is it from me for this week. I wanted to keep it very short and simple, and I hope you enjoyed this week's analysis. If you do like our channel, hit the like button and the subscription button, and do give your valuable comments in the comment section. Wish you all the very best for this week. Trade safe. See you all next week. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.